So what's up with y'all, man? It's the boy King OP. Story time, you know what it is. I know I said it every Sunday, but this Sunday was kind of weird. And then plus I was visiting with my grandma, her 98th birthday. That's a blessing right there. See, 98 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the beast. It's kind of like my office when I'm tired laying in the bed or tired being in the house. I mean, she ain't road worthy yet, but not sitting here and just daydream about the stuff I'm going to do to her. Not I want to do to her. I'm going to do to her. You know what I'm saying? And yes, all my cars are females. I know some of you guys say your cars are males. That seems kind of funny to me, but all my cars are females. So the beast is a her. So anyway, I digress. Um, um, this story time, some smoking will be the first time I ever got high. Um, and I don't want everybody to think I'm this crazy dude. You know, we all experiment with things. Some of us don't, but we all experiment with new things. You know, and I'm a kid in Little Rock. You know, and I'm not saying Little Rock makes you just smoke weed. It's just the people I hang around with. They all smoked it, and you get curious. Like, how is that? How did that feel? You know what I'm saying? So it was me, uh, my little cousin, and my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? My homeboy, I'm not gonna say his name. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't trying to incriminate nobody. You know what I'm saying? But my homeboy, daddy, sold drugs. Keep it a buck. He sold drugs. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, I should did the DJ Ghost thing. Next up, story time. Anyway, he sold drugs, and they always had these weird grown ass people parties on Saturday. And it went crazy like what you see on TV where motherfuckers just get shot all the time. It wasn't even nothing like that. You know, it was just a guy that worked on cars, sold drugs. You know what I'm saying? He was a cool dude. You know, not to fuck with him, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? He's a cool cat. He still is a cool cat to this day. I still, I see him every now and then. I chop it up with him when I see him. But hold on, let me shut my door. Um, so we was at this little grown up party. You know, all the grown ups drinking and stuff like that. Wasn't nothing really major. You know what I'm saying? They was just um doing them. You know what I'm saying? And we was in the me, my cousin, and not my homeboy, my homeboy's sister. We was all in the back. We was up there just chopping it up, not really doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? My homeboy came in. He was like, "I got me a joint." Now, at the time, I didn't know what a joint was. I really didn't. You know, I mean, let me give you some history on me. I was born in Little Rock, Arkansas, but I lived in Alexander, Arkansas, like till I was in my the third grade or fourth grade. I'm not really sure. I want to say fourth grade, but and growing up around Caucasians, because that's pretty much me and my sister and probably like five other kids were the only black kids at Bryan Elementary. So, growing up that way and then growing up in Little Rock, it's like two different worlds. Honestly, it's probably not like that now, but back then, back in the early 90s, it was. It was like a whole different world. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff that kids that in the Little Rock School District will talk about, I didn't know nothing about because I never heard of anything like that. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I really didn't know who Martin Luther King was really until I got to Little Rock School District. So all the terminology or ebonics people were talking about, I didn't know nothing about. So I just, and I'm not the type of person. I'm a type of person. I don't like to look stupid around people. So like I will go with the flow, but I'll ask somebody like when we're alone, like, yo, what the fuck was he talking about? Something like that. I always had a dirty mouth. I mean, I grew up people cussing each other out, so that never changed. But the terminology, like, I didn't even know what weed was. I heard it called pot so long. I thought that's what everybody called it. I didn't know people call weed sticky and all this other stuff. So it was me, my cousin, my homeboy, and his sister. We all in the background. Oh, and their cousin. I forgot their cousins was there. We was all just sitting back there listening to Ice Cube, I think it was. And so my homeboy came through and he's like, yo, I got a joint. And they was like, yo, light it up. You know what I'm saying? His sister is, if we was 10, 11, 12, whatever, she was probably 14. She had some years over us. That's what I'm trying to say. So, we go, they light it up, and they passing it. I'm still not knowing what the fuck they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen those little joints before. My dad smoked weed, but he never smoked it around us. He always used to go outside, kind of like what I do. You know what I'm saying? When I'm stressed out, I go outside. And even if I just sit outside for an hour, I clear my head that way. I think better when I'm outside, away from the noise and everything. So, I am black as hell on this. There we go. So, um, they passing it around. They blowing, and it comes to, and then even my little cousin. I say my little cousin. He's just 2 years younger than me. He smoked it. He hit it, then he passed it to me, and they was like, nah, Keno ain't finna blow. And you know what I'm saying? They're like, nah, Keno ain't finna blow. His mom will beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? My mom is a very loving person, but at the same time, she don't play. You know what I'm saying? My mom's a very loving person, but you get on her bad side, that little short woman get evil. So everybody, and my mom had, listen, my mom had the toughest OGs on the block shook. Like, for real, bro. Like, my mom's the type of person, she'll go into your face and be like, listen, that's my kid. You ain't finna fuck around with him. Like, real talk. You ain't finna touch none of my kids. You heard me? Like, I'm being dead serious. We had some stone cold killers. We had niggas on the block that literally went to jail for murdering people. We had one cat went to jail for murdering a cop, and she used to have people shook like that. Hold on, Katrina's gonna come and fuck me up.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, bring me one. And so I'm sorry about that. She was like, so everybody knew my mom wasn't no joke. To this day, my mom's no joke. You know what I'm saying? She's in her 60s. You know what I'm saying? And she still got people shook of her to this day. You know what I'm saying? And I always thought my dad was like the gangster of the family. Nah, it was my mom's for real. So anyway, we go, and they was like, nah, Keno ain't finna blow. And I still don't understand. Now today I know what it means, but like then I was like, blow. I mean, what the fuck you talking about, blow? So hold on for a second. Appreciate you. Anyway, so um, they was it's kind of like they was testing me, and I was like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You only live once. YOLO. Pass. I was like, let me hit it. I'm gonna hit it. I said, if I don't, I'm gonna hit it once, and if I don't like it, then fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do you. You know, peer pressure's a bitch. So, so, you know, I get this, I get the joint. I'm puffing on it, and at first, I didn't see the big deal because I wasn't inhaling. I pulled a Bill Cosby. I mean, I pulled a Bill Clinton. I wasn't inhaling. I was, you know, smoke poke come out. I mean, I just thought that's how you smoke. Like I said, I didn't know nothing about. I didn't know nothing about weed. I didn't know nothing about cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I knew about cigarettes because my dad smoked, of course. But I didn't know nothing about what they was doing. And so I hit it, and I was doing just like this. I was like, and I'm thinking I'm fooling them motherfuckers. They ain't say shit. They wasn't saying nothing. I passed it to my homeboy, and then his dad come in there because I don't know what reason, probably checking up on us. I don't care. He was like, "What y'all doing?" And he said, "Ah, y'all trying to get hey, you know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to smoke some weed. Y'all smoking weed. Y'all know what y'all doing." And he gave us another joint. He said, "Man, y'all since y'all so big and bad, y'all smoke this one too." So we had two joints in the rotation. You know what I'm saying? So um it got back to me. Like one of the joints came back to me. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't inhaling nothing. I ain't felt nothing. I ain't held nothing. I mean, you get a contact high because we're in a small room, and you just get some contact high just being around weed. So I'm getting a little dazed, but my homeboy just said, "Man, you not doing it right, bro." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he was like, "You ain't smoking. You ain't even inhaling shit." I said, "Yeah, he is. I'm kind of fucked up." And they was like, "Nah, bro, you ain't fucked up at all." And he took it, and he's like, "I want you to do this. I want you to let it go in your nose and hold it." So I did it. I coughed so hard, man. I coughed so hard. It was like, I was coughing. It felt like it was probably like 5 to 10 seconds, but it felt like a whole hour. I couldn't get right for nothing. I was just coughing. The second joint came to me. I did it again. This time, well, at this time, my homeboy's sister went and got me something to drink. It was some Patron, and I don't know if y'all ever got high and drunk at the same time. It yeah. To this day, I don't drink, like, because of this wrong reason. Everybody asks me why you don't really drink. I don't ever tell them. This is the reason why I don't drink a lot to this day. So I got the technique down. You know what I'm saying? I got the technique down. I got it. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm fucked up pretty much at this time. Never smoked weed in a day in my life before this day. That was my first time. I'm fucked. Like I'm stuck. Where I was is where I was gonna be. And on my account, I was spending the night over at my homeboy's house, so it wasn't a big deal because I didn't have to go home. Because if I went home, I'd probably be dead right now. My mom would have killed me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm fucked. Like I'm fucked like Chuck. Like I can't go nowhere. I wasn't going nowhere. They started playing Mortal Kombat. I think it was Mortal Kombat 2. Super Nintendo was the shit. You know what I'm saying? You had a Super Nintendo, you was the man on the block. So, you know what I'm saying? Of course, it's Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. Because I had a Sega Genesis. My cousin had a Sega Genesis. My homeboy had a Super Nintendo. So we go over his house. They come on my house to play Sonic, or go on my cousin's house to play Sonic, and we'll go over my homeboy house to play Mario. That's what we did. You know what I'm saying? So we sitting up there. They're sitting up there playing. I wasn't doing nothing. I'm like this the whole fucking time. Like the room is spinning, everything is spinning. My body feeling like it. Like I start feeling like my soul was lifted. Like I can look down and see myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how everybody else first experience with marijuana is, but this was mine. You know what I'm saying? I literally seen my body. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like gone. And then plus I was drunk at the same time. I didn't even I didn't even know I was drunk. Only time I just thought, she gave me water, and I thought, I mean, I didn't know. I know it wasn't water. I mean, I tasted, and it was good, but I was still kind of like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm still thinking it's like a soda pop or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm so green to the game. I didn't even know she got me high and drunk. You know what I'm saying? Well, she got me drunk. She didn't get me high. You know what I'm saying? But nobody, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to blame them. You know what I'm saying? I could have said no. I could have kept it like it was. You know what I'm saying? They skipped me. Fine, cool by me. You know what I'm saying? But my peer pressure is a bitch. Can't say nothing else. So we they playing the game, and we was having like a little tournament on Mortal Kombat. It was my turn to play. Dude, I literally was standing there looking at the joystick, and you can hear it in the background. Fight, that Mortal Kombat fight. I'm still looking at the joystick. I'm getting my ass kicked. I'm not even looking at the TV. I'm just looking at the joystick. And my homeboy cousin, he was like, man, yo, Kino fucked up, bro. That dude, I ain't never seen dude like this. Dude is just so calm down, cause everybody know back in the day I was a lot. I'm loud. I'm loud now. You know what I'm saying? In my 30s, I was even louder then when I was younger and had energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm always, especially if I know you, it wasn't nothing for me to just run up behind you, jump on your back. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm always been short, always been little. You know what I'm saying? I'm only 5'9", 5'9", 5'10", or whatever. And back then, I probably weighed a whole 86 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't nothing for me just to jump on somebody or, fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to bully nobody, but, I was always a prankster and a joker. You know what I'm saying? So I always will. I'm still am to this day. I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings, but you know what I'm saying? You can't be, I won't allow you to be upset around me. You can't. Whatever your problem is, you can't do it around me. So, I always been like that. I think it's the Aries. I don't know. But anyway, it was like, dude, Kino fuck, bro. Like, dude he ain't even looking at the TV screen, bro. And I was just like, man, I was fucked. I was so stuck, man. It was so funny how this just got me so like on another level, man. I didn't even, dude. I didn't even know like they was barbecuing. I had like 4 hot dogs, and the way they was saying how I was eating them hot dogs, it was like I was Taz, off the cartoon. I was, I mean, I didn't even feel them hot dogs. Like, I ate those 4, and I was like, that's it. I'm like, can I get another one? And, my homeboy dad, he was like, shit, go do you, man. Do whatever you want to do. You want to get a hamburger? I was fucking this shit up. And then it was just like, I was, I woke up the next morning. Like, I don't remember nothing after that. After I ate those hot dogs and the hamburger, I don't remember nothing. I just woke up and it was like, let's go ride our bikes up the hill. You know what I'm saying? It was like, everybody else was cool. Everybody else was cooling. I woke up, I'm still fully dressed. And if you, anybody that knows me, that has know me, that knows, I can't sleep fully dressed. I don't get naked either, but I don't get sleep fully dressed. Let's just keep it like that. I was sleep. I still had my socks and shoes on. I was gone, bro, and it was just. Then after that, man, after that day, I mean, of course, I did it. I did it several times after that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no angel. I don't even try to pretend to be an angel. Yeah, I did it several times after that, but that first time, it always sticks with me. Even the part up to the hot dog part, cause I don't really remember that shit for nothing. I mean, I heard that I was up there just singing and shit and just saying off the wall shit, which I could believe. I don't remember it. And yeah, I mean, now I don't want this channel to be advocating any drug use or anything like that. I'm not a drug head. I don't never. The only drug I done outside of weed is ecstasy, and that's for another story. That's another story time. But I have never. I'm not a. I don't. I try my homeboys. I know one of my homeboys. He was bad on meth. You know what I'm saying? And I helped him get through that shit. You know what I'm saying? At least I tried to anyway. Um. You know what I'm saying? Um. And another reason why I don't drink now is because I guess I threw up everywhere, and I did taste, vomit taste. I did taste that the next morning. It was like vomit mixed with ashtray, and it wasn't a good look. And I had a hangover. Then I was only spending a night, you know what I'm saying, on only one night. So we was out there. We was out there like outside, just sitting on top of a car like this, because I had a hangover. Didn't know what it was until later on. My boy had a hangover, and my cousin, he didn't drink, so he was straight. But I know I was fucked, and where, sorry, where everybody lived was walking distance. It was like we stayed on Hatfield. My homeboy stayed on 10 Hatfield. I stayed on 25 Hatfield, and my cousin stayed on 33rd Hatfield. That's just a street. It was just one street, one block, and you had to curve. You literally can. My homeboy stayed in the circle. I stayed three houses down from him, and my cousin stayed three houses down from me. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like I had to walk far, but I couldn't walk. Like the next day, I just couldn't walk. Like every time I walk, my head would be boom, boom, and I have a big ass head, so that was like boom, boom. I literally called my dad, and I was like, Dad, I can't walk. And he was like, dude, you down the street, you can walk. I was like, Daddy, I can't walk. You gonna have to come get me, bro. Like seriously. And he was like, dude, I'm not. I said, Daddy, I'm sick. And after a while, he was just like, fuck it. All right, here I come. He literally, he literally got. I don't know who moped my daddy had. I still don't know to this day. But I got on. He came up in the moped and he was like, "Come on," and we went up there and I went to bed and I slept the rest of that day. I don't even remember. Next thing I remember, my mom was waking me up to go to church. You know what I'm saying? And that was the next day. You know what I'm saying? That was Sunday, obviously. And I don't even remember. That was like, "Are you okay?" You came home and you was just sleepy. You just fell asleep all day. You just like I literally got up, peed, lay back down, went to sleep. I didn't eat that day. I don't remember eating anyway. But yeah, but that's I don't know. I mean I get a drink every now and then, but most of the time I ain't drinking nothing. Every time I drink, I still taste that throw up taste. That was like the worst taste ever. And every time I drank something, I get that taste in my mouth, and I be like, I don't want this. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was the first time I ever got high and drunk, I guess you could say. Um, Story time is still gonna be every Sunday. I'm gonna get back on my schedule, man. I'm the type of person I gotta have a schedule. If I don't have a schedule, I just do whatever I want to do. So I'm trying to do every story time every Sunday. But today's a rare occasion because I didn't do a story time last Sunday. But next story time will be the first time I took ecstasy, and then we're gonna see how far that goes. But this was 25 minutes, so I don't know. And I didn't want to pull out my camera for this, so I just did it on my cell phone. So it probably won't get no cool graphics. Nobody pay attention to them shits anyway. I just do it for the cause I like to see it like that. But this is your boy Kino P from Black Line 325. Yeah, I'm not high right now. I promise you. 325, man. I'm out, big.